Yo, what up, everybody? We back today with another video. All right, and today we're gonna be reacting to body cam released in YouTuber's mall shooting. All right, this should be crazy. But yo, I got a question on TikTok about the posting every day. So if I don't post long videos, then I always post shorts on YouTube. So check those out too. But yo, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, bro. And let's get into it, B.
The day following April Fool's, officers from several agencies rushed to a mall in Virginia on reports of an active shooter. For officers, the mall is arguably one of the worst locations for a shooting, as they will need to clear every area and direct a high number of citizens among the 1.4 million square foot property. To make matters worse, 911 callers state there may be multiple shooters.
Active shooter incident. All units, 21-year-old male is awake and breathing, located outside of Cheesecake Factory.
Hey, the Cheesecake Factory? Yo. Can you imagine as a police officer having to walk into a situation where there's an active shooter? Like, I don't care how many people you go in there with. It's always the thought that there's somebody in there with a weapon that is more high powered than you, especially if you like the first one on scene and you don't have the equipment that they have. It's not equal, you know. It's nerve-wracking.
Get back! Hey, Brandon, go back. Hey, leverage, I'm on you.
He on it, bro. He on it. If this is shooting in the mall, why y'all standing outside the mall like that, man? Like, wouldn't you want to get as far away as possible from the mall? Like, everybody just standing there hanging out. I would have been in my car on my way home already. Get that. Boss, I don't feel good. Look, everybody just hanging out. If people just, bro, why are y'all in the mall still? Why are y'all people just walking around? Like, nobody's concerned about this active shooter right now. Everybody's just walking around like nothing is going on. Look at this. People just walking around.
Hey, I got cover. Head up the stairs.
Yo, either this is a false alarm or people are just like dumb and they have no sense of urgency, like no survival skills. Like, this is crazy. Like, why is it that people are just walking around the mall casually like nothing is going on, bro?
Get out of the wall! Get out!
It gotta be like a false alarm or something. Dude just back there making drinks casually, bro. People getting massages.
Get on your face! Hey, hey! Secure the firearm! I got you, Jordan. All right, I got you.
With one shooter in custody, officers must search for a second shooter and their victims.
Hey, where's security?
Oh, there's another person. Why? Yo, if you see police running into the mall with freaking machine guns and urgency, get the hell out the mall, bro. Get out the way. I don't care where you are. Get out. Get out. Like, it's obviously a reason why they're there, running around with these machine guns. They got a call about something serious going on. Like, everybody just sitting there hanging out. People sitting in massage chairs. Guys sitting back there making slushies, bro. Then you seen them kick the gun away, and y'all still just standing there looking.
Hey, security, come here. Security, come here. We have one. Is there another?
No, sir, that's the only one, sir.
Only one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I need you to stay right here, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You saw him first?
No, I don't know who shot.
Okay.
That guy right there, he told me he was the one who shoot.
What else do you know?
So y'all seen him shoot, and y'all still stood there. Y'all still stood there. Y'all just sat there while this guy was shooting. Nobody felt the need to get up and get the hell out the way. Nothing. Y'all just sat there.
Get him. He's a witness.
Upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
So from the beginning, what happened?
I was patrolling and I heard somebody shot. I came here to see. I see everybody running that way.
Yeah.
And then I came this way. You told me, oh, shot.
And at what point did you see him?
He was talking on the phone.
He was talking on the
Yeah,
phone?
he was talking on the phone.
Security's third-person account of a first-hand witness indicates one person fired shots, but multiple suspects may be involved. It is still unclear if the others are armed or if they are still hiding in the mall.
Get out. Come on. Let's go.
Get out of the mall.
Get out. Let's go.
They
While
still
officers
yelling at
begin
people to
their
get
sweep,
out.
a civilian records the action outside.
Ayan o, na ano nila, na baril. Ayan, dito sa Dallas Mall.
Clear that. All right, hold on. Ready? Clear. Clear.
Ayan, dumating na yung mga rescue. Ayan, tingnan nyo. Mga rescue, ayan. Ayan, mga kasama dito sa Amerika ito. Dito na lahat, oh. Mga pulis, tingnan nyo naman yung mga pulis. Ang dami.
Who the hell was this YouTuber, bro?
Ayan o, si Uncle, oh. Nakasecured. Hello, Uncle. Tingin ka naman. Ayan, si Uncle.
Clear. Move.
Split your sectors. All right. Split left, split
I'm
right.
going left.
Go right.
Long haul.
Hey, hands, come here, come here. Hands, come here, hey.
I'm holding long.
Lots of people in here?
I'm gonna be, hey, Rossetti, I'm tracking backwards toward you, okay?
Backwards.
Hey, we got people in this room back here.
And then it's even worse too, because in the event that there is a shooter, right? This mall is so big that you do have people in parts of the mall that don't know what's going on. So they just going about their day working. And meanwhile, in the main part of the mall, there's a shooting. And they thinking it's a regular day. God forbid the police didn't show up and he made his way back there. Nobody would have known what was going on. You know, it's crazy, man.
Yep. Hold here, I'm gonna go back up to this corner, okay? How many victims do we have so far?
Ayun, bubuhatin na. Ayun. Oh.
Hey, hands. Sheriff's office, come out here in the hall. Police. Come to the hall.
It's through the police. Sheriff's office.
Show your hands.
Come on slowly.
We have to wait inside?
No, ven aquí.
Okay, go ahead.
Policía, ven aquí. Ven aquí.
Hands.
Manos arriba.
Okay.
Okay?
Exit.
Hands up.
Hands up.
Three more sheriff's officers. More bodies. With us.
Deputies back here. Sheriff's office back here.
Yeah, blue right here.
All right.
Lahat. Lumabas lahat. Mga nagtatrabaho, lahat. Lumabas, lahat.
Blue coming out.
Yep, come on. You guys have food in you?
No, we haven't got to do this yet. Push.
Stairway. You okay?
I'm gonna get my sweat off.
I know. Yeah, don't need cardio today.
Ang dami mga tao.
Yo,
Silabas na
that's a lot, bro. And they gotta clear that whole mall. Every room, every corner, they gotta clear it before they can say, okay, it's good. They gotta clear that whole mall, bro. And who knows how many officers it is, man. It looks like a lot, but I don't know, bro. Hats off to those officers, man.
sa mall.
Nobody comes in behind us?
I don't even know who to ask because nobody knows where anybody is.
Okay, let's collapse back this way.
Ian Reynolds hit the corridors on that side.
Yeah, we hit them too.
I don't know about these storefronts.
We got somebody guarding the evidence right here.
Okay. Are we just doing a sweep through here?
Yeah, we're gonna check.
Okay. Push forwards. All right. Oh, fresh air.
It does feel good. Gonna let you over here and shut up.
Okay.
I didn't realize the employees would be like, shoot, we're going to shelter in place, you know.
Oh, goodness.
Which, that's cool. I mean, they have like the gates.
It's a terrible idea.
How? That's not a terrible idea. That's really not a terrible idea. Because if the store is closed, he's less likely to get in there. If they run out, if there's an active shooter and they run out into the open, they are more likely to be shot. More likely. So they are right for sheltering in place. If they hear a shooting, close the gate, duck in the back, you know, make the store look like it's empty, you know, like the minute you run out there, now you putting yourself in danger.
Well, we've already been doing that. How many of you are there? Hey, just wait a second. Hey, Sarge, you got 3 citizens up there. Where do you want them? Hey, you 3, just take a second. Hang tight.
Stop moving. We said stop moving. Yeah. We got right here.
Okay.
Sir! What's this guy doing?
Where is he? Where's he at?
Still people with driver's license?
I don't know.
Anybody else? Just 2.
What do we know so far?
There was reports of multiple shooters.
Yeah, but there's a bunch of people here, so.
I would still act as if there was a potential another shooter.
Yeah.
Just contact the Lime Sheriff's Office. I mean, there's 100 units here.
Yeah. The entire county's here right
Yeah,
now.
the whole county is working this.
So far, officers have found 1 shooter and 1 gunshot victim, but officers face another obstacle as workers re-enter the mall before the sweep is complete.
Why?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter right now.
All right, why is everyone coming back from the... Because they said us from here just to go close all the store.
But we don't need 10 people to close off.
That everybody have a store. He can stay outside. I can go close my store.
I have a reptile house. I have heat lamps on live animals. I gotta get some heat lamps on.
Who told you guys to come back in?
There's all the officers, the one stand in front of the entrance door.
I got you, but obviously we got a crime scene going on. We're not letting like 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 of you back in here. What's everyone doing back there? What are you guys doing? The mall's closed. Get out. If you're not at work, get out.
Yeah, let me call 1 Bravo. Hey, I got a group of employees. Okay, thank you, sir. Anybody who has to turn gas off, we can escort over to the grills.
So 1 from each store.
I have to go downstairs and across the reptile.
Everybody else has to go out. Okay, y'all can come with me. We're gonna go do the reptiles first, and we're gonna do this as a group, okay? All right, y'all can wait right here. Don't go anywhere, okay?
you ever come out here on a better situation, I'll give you a personal tour.
All right, appreciate it. Hey, don't walk through here, okay? Hey, fam, are they good to walk over here? They got to turn the gas off in their grills. What's that? You can just turn the gas off?
Can I put that other up right here?
No, not right now. Are you all done?
Just that one?
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Do what you need to do and get out. That's it. That's it. At this point, I don't care about the job. I don't care. I don't. Granted, yeah, get the gas off. Turn the gas off. You know, you want to make sure you have a job to come back to tomorrow. But, you know, anything else, all that food, man, yo, look, there's an active shooter going on, bro. Yo, let me turn this gas off so everything is good. Yo, as the boss, you just going to have to eat it, bro. Whatever food is out and it goes bad, you're going to have to eat it for right now, bro, because I'm not putting my life in danger for you, bro. Nah. They not making $100 grand a year, bro. No, it ain't worth it.
Heavy.
Even if it was $100 grand, bro, it still ain't worth your life, bro.
Yeah. 30 pounds? Plus this.
You have to deal with all that out there.
Did either of you see anything?
See the deal, see the post office. The only thing you saw is that everybody started running.
Oh, okay. Okay, you three can go follow directions from deputies on how to get out through Macy's, okay? Just water, please. Thank you so much. Oh my God, I could crush a slushie.
Hey, you doing all right?
Yeah, the mall's gonna be closed. There was an incident in the food court.
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry.
No problem. You're fine. Yeah, no problem.
You would think that would be it's a crime scene. I'm not supposed to be here.
Broadcasting live outside.
It's already on the news.
Is it?
One injured suspect on the Washington Post.
Washington Post, Fox 5 News. They put the new freaking menu item of Chick-fil-A on their news.
Washington Post is saying authorities believe the shooting stemmed from a dispute between two people.
Officers discovered in real time a self-proclaimed YouTube prankster was filming a video with peers when the incident occurred.
And I saw the dude with the camera. He ran up to me. He's like, I got the whole thing on tape. I'm like, is this a bit? It's like, you got the
So now my question, I know we're going to end up finding out. Were they, because you know these people like to do these prank videos and they go too far harassing people and they end up getting, you know, hit. You know, now was that the case? Or was this an incident where the YouTuber actually, you know?
big old camera. You got the whole thing on tape. Like, what were y'all doing?
Police obtained the footage originally intended for classified goons, a YouTube channel featuring Tanner Cook and his peers as they provoke unsuspecting people, usually retail workers or customers, to capture their negative reactions on video.
We're gonna get some people real riled up and real mad at this.
I know that this is funny to you.
I'm not here to
This isn't funny to us.
I completely get that.
It's not funny. Buddy was pretty mad. Clearly the people in the store didn't enjoy it too much, but we had a lot of fun.
Tanner, seemingly unaffected by social shame, is willing.
Yo, YouTubers like this, I can't stand. Not even just YouTubers, social media creators like this, I can't stand, bro. I cannot stand them because you out here harassing people for content. I don't mess with it, bro. I don't like it. And they bozos, bro. Just be for real. Bozos, bro, because you sitting here inconveniencing everybody for content, and then you sitting there, then when something happened to you, oh, it was just a prank. Nobody care if it was a prank, bro. I don't care because you took it this far. You know what I'm saying? Like you made me go this far. Because the instant you see me getting upset, you could have been like, oh yeah, you know, it's just a prank. I'm sorry. You know, even harassing people, it's just harassing people, bro. Leave people alone. You don't know what somebody's day was like. You don't know what kind of day somebody having. They bad day could be your last day. Let's put it like that. It could be your last day, bro. Out here harassing people for content, bro. This is bozo activity, yo.
Willing to push boundaries to get what he wants. Tanner's own post
Look at
showed
that.
him invading personal space.
Bro, just back up. Hey!
Step back.
Right here.
Knock it off.
Bro.
Bro.
Shouting and making loud noises.
Out now! Yeah, Cynthia for a threesome. him.
alluding to commit crimes.
I'm calling the cops. Why? Because you're trying to steal from my store.
You have to pay for it. Okay, well, I'll just take it.
We just went into some stores, started breaking items. We didn't actually break any of their stuff, but they didn't know that.
Get out of the store now. That's mine.
I don't give a shit. Get out.
We're gonna use a water bottle and act like we're peeing on the floor.
No, it's not funny.
We'll clean it up.
Startling people with sudden movements.
I don't know why he's doing that, but it's nice working with you guys.
At a gun store.
Confrontation.
Bro, this is what you call clout chasers, bro. You do that. You did that at a gun store, bro. You know they armed in there. Lack of regard for life, bro.
All without consent from those they force into these situations.
Taking pictures and filming people.
You need to stop recording.
Can I do a couple tests on you?
Bozos,
Dude, she's
bro.
like the hottest person I've ever seen.
Don't take a photo of me. What are you doing? You can't do that. What the hell?
All we're trying to do is like capture the animals in the zoo. That's it. We're recording the giraffes. You invited me for dinner?
You need to stop recording these girls. It's creepy and it's inappropriate. Go.
Intimidating behavior, especially given his reportedly 6'5" and over 200-pound frame. Even when engaging with armed individuals, Tanner has shown he will continue his antics.
Seriously. Dude.
Just leave it right there. You're tripping, bro. Are you f***ing around? No, don't touch me.
It's just a hug.
Get the f*** away from me.
Dude.
All right. It's just one more f***ing time. Get the f*** away from me. Dude. All right, we'll f***ing shoot your out. Right the f*** now.
Be gentle with me, please.
Police have been called dozens of times as a result.
Please hang up and dial 911.
We've already called the police on them.
The police are on their way.
The channel operates in a legal gray area, and officers have not taken action. In many videos, Tanner tricks people by claiming someone is secretly filming them, always his own cameraman, while the target remains unaware of Tanner's involvement.
You here recording?
You guys are together, so.
No, I don't know.
Whatever prank you guys are doing, I need you guys to go right now. These guys come in here all the time to do this. Your name's like Tanner, right?
One person who thought Tanner was the victim explains why he has likely avoided legal consequences.
You have no reasonable expectation of privacy in a public place.
No.
He can videotape anything he wants.
Even all-party consent laws that require everyone's consent to record.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, except when you're in a business. If you're in a business, they have the right to tell you can't record in their business. They have the right. It's private property. I mean, regardless of what, you know?
If there is a reasonable expectation of privacy, this is almost certainly the reason Tanner and his peers solely film in publicly accessible settings. However, there are plenty of other laws that Tanner and his peers do that are seemingly illegal, but hardly enforced.
But if they're telling him to leave and he's not, then he is committing a crime. He's trespassing.
Out.
911?
Now.
There's no arguing about it. You need to go.
Get out of my store. Get out.
Outside of these apparent violations, his actions are also textbook examples of disorderly conduct, with plenty of perceived evidence posted on his own channel.
I can I'm going to jail, brother.
I'm a motherfucker that breaks cameras.
Hey, come on.
The videos also depict that Tanner runs away from the scene before officers arrive, ultimately avoiding consequences.
Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hey, they just called the cops on us. He said they're pulling up, so hopefully we can get out of here before they get here.
From our research, Tanner has yet to face any charges, even in cases where officers detain him and his peers.
I need you to get out of his face because you seem like you're provoking him.
What's your problem?
Nothing. I was just trying to get my bag.
Okay. You know what? You're detained.
Could it have been you that stole my bag?
Knock it off, or you're gonna go to jail.
Get your cigarettes out of my auditorium. Get your alcohol out of here.
I'm gonna drink these.
Correct, you're trespassing. You're actually committing a crime right now.
We're drinking in public. Illegal.
It's not alcohol.
It's called trespassing.
Okay.
Hell out of here. If you come back, I'm going to take you to jail.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Officers likely have not pursued charges against Tanner because they are dealing with more pressing issues. Conversely, some at the scene said this prank-related shooting drew more officers than they had ever seen.
When I was listening to the radio, I thought there was like multiple victims.
I was expecting to see some guy with an AR in here.
Exactly.
We were getting him in custody, and we were still hearing that there's other stuff going on.
Yeah, it's always going to be chaos. I think we had a pretty good response.
They did everything. Yeah, they said dump all the station.
I don't know how long it took for them to get called, but let me tell you, the way they went in there and got straight to it, hats off to them, man. They didn't stand outside and wait. They arrived and went straight in, assessed the situation, found the person, got people out. Like, they did everything they were supposed to do.
Set up here, so everybody got at it.
never seen so many units in one day. Dude, I've had more action on days for the last 3 weeks than I had the last like 6 months at night.
People don't know, man.
Yeah.
They think days is all just almost all the homicides are on days.
Yeah. 2 robberies yesterday. This today.
Tanner's pranks become more serious when factoring in the emergency resources they occupy, a reputation that has drawn attention from nearby agencies.
One of the Loudoun County deputies who responded to Dulles Town Center back on April 2nd said that he was the first one to get to Tanner Cook right after he was shot. He rendered first aid. He said as he was walking up to Cook, he recognized him from his YouTube videos.
Officers on scene at the mall seem...
So the YouTuber was hit. The YouTuber was the one that got hit. Okay. Prank's going too far. That's what his ass get, bro. I'm sorry. That's what his ass get, bro. You out here harassing people and you get popped, bro. It's life. It's life, bro. Like I said, you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what somebody's day is like. You don't know what that person's mental is, bro. Like, you don't know.
Seem to remember Tanner from one incident in particular.
Wait, it was one of the clowns?
He shot one.
Oh my God.
The one who wears the big fat suit is tall.
Is he alive or?
Get the heck out of my store!
Keep going.
Go ahead and tell him, sir.
You're the same clowns from Five Guys. Now this is at least 3 times you're doing it.
Hey, how about we get off the scooter?
Get out of the scooter. I'm banned from the property?
Yes, sir.
Your ID. I still need your name. Tanner, same thing for you. You need a sign.
I don't think it's mandatory to provide ID when a criminal action hasn't occurred.
No, it is, actually. He wants you formally trespass.
Footage from the shooting shows Tanner continued the same antics that have previously led others to pull weapons on him. This time, he faced real consequences.
I don't speak very much English, and I had a question. So, am I going too fast for you?
Yeah, bro, you're fast, my guy.
Sorry, I'm like a boner right now. There.
Little boner, like you're an unneutered dog, like you're humping everyone. Just relax. You guys want a picture, right? Taking pictures of the picture person. Right? See this guy over there? This guy in the gray. Yeah, I see him from all the way over here. Go up to him nice, behind him, start to hug with something. You know where to find my... There's a security guard right behind him. He just walked by.
We gotta also make sure we don't run into that one security guard that knows us.
Look like the ex I never got get away from me, stinky stink pink wink, and don't ask to play with my twinkle because he'll never let you. I am I'd like to lunch on you vegan.
It's just too long. I'm saying, like, you're not gonna get...
No, I know, but they're not
gonna listen to the whole thing, bro. I'm telling you. Have it short, weird, awkward, and they'll be like, what the f***?
Tony Baloney, can you see my wony?
Tony Baloney, can you see my stinker phony?
Who is this?
Hey, dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Is that you?
Dude, you're... How do you come up with that f***ing weird I'm trying to think of something funny, right?
Sir. The footage shows the group targeting 31-year-old Alan Coley, who tries to ignore them, but they follow him anyway. Reports say Alan was working for DoorDash and living in his truck to get by. Unbeknownst to them, Alan is legally armed with a concealed carry permit and is a member of the U.S. Concealed Carry Association, which offers gun safety training and self-defense liability insurance.
Who are we getting?
Oh, this is this guy. I seen this clip like at least a dozen times, bro. I mean, I never seen the whole video. I didn't know that this who this was. Okay. All right. I know how this goes.
What? Hey, dipshit, quit thinking about
I remember this now.
What's that mean?
Hey, dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle.
No.
Hey, dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Get out of my face and I'll stop.
Hey, dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle.
Yeah, I remember this.
This now silent video shows a crowd fleeing the shooting, but another civilian's angle captures those who stayed, seemingly calm and unaffected, as Alan stands nearby on the phone. A detective gives her 2 cents after reviewing the footage at the scene.
You can tell that it's trained with his arm. He doesn't even raise his arm. He literally grabs the gun out and tilts his fist and shoots one round. Down a rifle fire alone. But today he's delivering food.
Critical condition, life-threatening, but stable.
That's why you don't get screwing with people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been doing that to us and to Fairfax.
Yeah. Now they mess with the wrong person.
And I thought the same thing, just like you think. As a
Because you don't know, you don't know what his mental state was, right? People are scared, bro. Literally, like, people are scared. Something like that, you know, certain people, we be like, yo, just get up out of here. Like, yo, move. Like, I'll hit you, you know, if you don't move. But certain people are really scared for their lives. They telling you to constantly move away from them, and you keep approaching them. You bigger than them. You don't know, like, people's mental state. Like, somebody that's gotten bullied, that had a hard bullying experience, and you come up to them and you bully them like that, they get, you know, they start having flashbacks, you know, like, you can't go around messing with people, bro, for content. I'm sorry. You can't. And then you invading people's space. He constantly telling him to back up, move, back up, back up. I'm gonna call the cops, back up. And you got right back up on him, and he backs out and hits him.
you know, yeah, Paul, go to Washington D.C. to see what's gonna happen.
Probably looking at it. Dumb. Yeah. That's why.
And the messed up part is, the guy that shot him probably gonna get in trouble. Probably gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't know how it is in all states, but I know some states you can't carry a weapon in the mall. Even if you have a concealed carry, you can't carry it in a mall. Right? That's number one. Number two, depending on where you at, is meeting force with force. Right? So if it wasn't something that was considered great bodily harm or more, then you in the wrong. Because you didn't meet force with force. But, you know, I don't know where they are. You got some places that have the stand your ground law. I'm in New York, so we don't have no self-defense laws. Only thing we have is the castle doctrine, bro. And even that is gray areas. There's gray areas in there, bro. You know, you hit somebody in your house, bro, you still liable to go to jail. It's crazy.
Rumors claim Allen called USCCA to file a self-defense claim right after the incident. But when it emerged he had a public defender, not USCCA-backed counsel, it sparked controversy. Notably, the policy's fine print allows USCCA to drop members they believe acted outside the bounds of self-defense, regardless of legal outcomes. After his arrest, Allen was charged with 1 count of malicious wounding, 1 count of use of a firearm in commission of a felony, and 1 count of unlawfully discharging a firearm in a dwelling. Allen pled not guilty to all charges, leading to a jury trial, a process that would take almost 9 months while Allen resided in jail. Allen was acquitted on 1 count of malicious wounding and 1 count of use of a firearm in commission of a felony, but was found guilty on 1 count of unlawfully discharging a firearm
gun
in a
license.
dwelling. That conviction was enough to revoke his concealed carry license and bar his right to own firearms. He was sentenced to time served, meaning the roughly 9 months in jail that led up to the verdict would be considered his sentence. He was released from confinement immediately afterwards. USCCA stayed mostly silent about the situation until later sharing a blog post featuring an email, allegedly from Allen, meant to clarify the situation. The email states the organization never dropped his coverage, but that Allen chose a public defender on his own and rejected USCCA coverage himself. While Allen dealt with the legal process, reports indicate Tanner underwent surgery to remove his gallbladder and fully recovered. During that time, Tanner was invited as a guest on a Dr. Phil segment that focused on the act of being filmed and shamed in public.
People like drama-driven content. People don't have the best reaction. I got shot. It looked like I was being a little aggressive, but that wasn't, my intention. I don't regret any of the pranks on my channel. If you don't like it, you don't gotta watch it. It's as simple as that.
And this was
supposed
to be funny.
And it's true. Right? It's true. We don't like these people, but the thing is, things happen in their videos, and it makes you click it. Right? They'll clickbait you. They'll post something and be like, oh, I did this or this happens. And then you go, I don't really like dude, but let me see what happens. Like somebody be like, he know he's not liked, and he'll say, oh, I get punched in the face for harassing somebody. And then the next thing you know, now you click in the video because you want to see him get punched in the face. right? But if you don't like the content, bro, you don't like the person, don't watch. I guess there's YouTubers that I don't like, right? I don't like their content, bro. Not that I don't like them as a person. I just don't like their content. Like, I don't like what they do, right? Like the people that go out there harassing the public. I hate that. I hate it, bro, because you are out there inconveniencing somebody, bro. You don't know the day that somebody is having. You don't know what that little interaction is going to do for that person throughout the day. You don't know, right? You just don't know. Somebody could be dealing with a death and you just walk up to them harassing them, and then they just call it, bro. We got to be mindful of our words on YouTube, but it's crazy, bro. Leave people alone. If you want to do videos with you harassing people, script it, bro. I'm sorry. I'm usually against it, bro. I'm against that scripted work. If you're gonna do content, bro. I'm against. But if you're gonna do something, do something scripted. You ain't harming nobody that you don't know. You pay somebody to be involved with it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stop harassing the people, bro. Like, you really don't know what people going through. You don't. You got people that will mask it. They'll say, "Oh yeah, I'm doing all right," and meanwhile they going through it, bro. They going through it. But let's get back into this, man. Let's finish this out.
It's been reported the judge in the case said no citizen goes to the mall to become the pawn of a prank. True?
Yes.
So he had some sympathy, although the guy spent 8 months in jail. How'd you feel about that?
See, I felt bad for the guy, honestly, but he has to go through the process of the courts.
But you sent him to jail.
Yeah, but I didn't, want that to happen. It wasn't the plan to just go to the mall and be like, all right, I want someone to go to jail. I had to double check my hoodie to see if there was a hole, and there was a hole, so I was like, oh, yep.
Yeah, I've been shot.
Yep. I was like, damn. It is what it is. There's that.
You still pranking?
Yeah.
You thought about it some other kind of job?
Nope, it's gonna be that. Like 50 Cent. You go to that time?
Be safe.
Tanner's parents have also thrown in their 2 cents to media.
Where's the line where it became a life-threatening situation? At no point do you go, oh, there's where it became a physical point where this guy had to defend himself.
Tanner's father also shared that they believed, quote, the media painted Tanner as the aggressor and Alan as the victim without even seeing the video of what happened.
This was not the verdict Tanner Cook and his mother were hoping for, but we did catch up with...
That's what I'm talking about when I said that, those gray areas, because you heard the dude's father was like, where does it become that point where it's life threatening? And that's how the court and everybody is gonna look at it. Like, all right, you shot him, but at what point was it deemed a physical threat, a life threat that you had to pull your weapon out? At what point did it come to that? Right? That's what they're looking at. So it has to be a reason for you to take it all the way there, for you to shoot somebody, right? Because somebody just walking up to you and not moving from you is not a good reason for you to pull a gun out and shoot somebody. And this is why, like I said, I am pro Second Amendment. I believe that everybody should bear arms, but I do believe that people need proper training. I do believe that. People need proper training, and they need to know when and when they cannot use their weapons. Simple. Because a situation like this, even though, like I said, I don't agree with what the kid was doing, at the same time, it was not a situation where it was like, all right, I need to use my gun. It wasn't.
Here's what they had to say.
At the end of the day, we respect what the jury says, and my family and I are just grateful and thankful that I have my son here, and nothing else matters right now, and that's it. I want to thank the prosecutors, the Commonwealth prosecutors, Miss Jones and Eden Holmes. They did an outstanding job presenting this case, and we couldn't have had it any better. And regardless of the outcome, the jury's the jury, and we totally respect how our law plays out, and this was the outcome today, and we respect that.
Yeah.
Let's go. Just real quick, Tanner, you said you wanted to, what's your message to the people who might have a question about your content itself?
I don't know. I guess I'll just have to keep watching.
So you'll continue to make videos?
Yeah, probably. We'll see,
How How disappointed are you about this?
I really don't care. I mean, it is what it is. It's God's plan at the end of the day, so.
Since the shooting, he has posted 7 more YouTube videos. He continues to provoke others, gets detained, faces more trespass accusations, and receives increasingly widespread backlash in his comments section.
Look, I'm telling you now, bro. I'm telling you now. Right? Be honest with you, right? There's no way. No, hold on, there's no way, bro. No way that I'm letting you come into my space. I'm sorry. There's no way. We not having it, bro. Now, granted, I'm not gonna pull a weapon, but you're gonna be in some pain from a couple of punches. We gonna rumble. You know, if I tell you to move out my space and you continue to get in my space, then it's just whatever happens. You know, but that we're gonna focus on this specific situation, right? That was not deemed a reasonable cause for him to pull his weapon and shoot. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm sorry. It was not. It was not, because you could have killed him. Could have. And the fact that he got that charge for I can't remember the charge exactly what it was. I think it was some of the dwelling. That's what I was saying as far as you not being able to bring your weapon into the mall. I don't know if every state is like that, but I do know that there are a lot of states where you cannot carry weapons into malls. You can't. Because because of it being a crowd of people, you can put other people's lives in danger. In the event that something does happen and you have to pull your weapon and use it, now other people are in danger, right? So it's tricky when it comes to bringing your weapon in the mall. But yeah, man, I mean, it's stupid. It's stupid because that kid put himself in a situation, regardless of what. The content is dumb, bro. It's dumb. That's like them dudes. I think it was Ock TV. When they was in New York doing those pranks and they was constantly getting beat up and hurt, getting chased down with weapons. Like, what do you expect? Right? What do you expect? Everybody is gonna act to situations how they're gonna act to. You can't tell somebody how to act to a situation, how to react to a situation. You can't tell somebody how they should feel and how they should react. My way of thinking and how I react is not the way that somebody else will react in that situation. You know? But yo, man, that's the end of today's video, bro. Yo, make sure y'all like, comment. Ain't it loud out there? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, bro. Subscribe, gang. I'ma holla at y'all in the next video, bro. 1.